Me adom ya baba bepie mu Manhyia kasiem like otufa aboboano ene ne ya ba ne ya ba adwumadie kasie bi koso na ye hu ye nana ye ntumi nkase nana ye mo akọ ne ya chene ne apa na kyese nana mpa cho ebe ya kama ye me kaka ne no ntwe nkomoto na ne nimya ne se ye ba adwumadie fefe bi na ekoso ana ehu nana akuako ana na akuako ye otumfo ase he a o Manhyia ase nana mpa cho o de hye me chawo
ejo shobu
acho me ma wa fisha paso
afen kwa batu
Nana pacho ye ba ya be hu dwumadie kase we pacho betuma ka dwumadie yi hu popo so kaka che
dwumadie no se de hu edan isi wakaka ka yiwa santanyene ono ani buto musika ono ani also so ba Manhyia ye so da ni auditorium bia apart from Regional House of Chiefs and National House of Chiefs the conference room keten no yeah so da ni auditorium kese bia ye indoor activity na ye no enti santanyene na dwene ho ba so na ye se da bi also ni pege bi se isi wo na da nkwa ma bia ye dwumadie bia na indoor ya nkwa nkwa jigito ya nkwa baby nkwa ni bum na ya ye no Manhyia ya te no no akasa wa ni obi ataku ani obi asem ani obi akapre ono ani beto musika ena odi kukuru sa dan ya isi we ya ena ya bia ni na se ebe ya so mu na sante ne be fura benwa fi aduonu ni 25 years to silver jubilee ni na ewu mu aye di no enti so ra ebe aye bi ya no na nananom trans dwuru mu se da bi se sante ne ya de beto musika aye dwumadie bi sei na sa na na anniversary 25 years as aba bi hia dia ne na ye ya na safata se ade ni din to so no kwa na ngombe se ade ni din to so so ka ya na ja sante ne wote ase eti na ye family se tutu for se to the second jubilee hall no ha to be ma ye ni din e ba ye no e no so no
nana mpacho medas nana mpacho o kan na o se nana no mu ye dwata na bia eya mu ntumi enya auditorium from this premises this emokoji great hall na de we show mu asisi ano hall we mu be bie mu atumu ama obia opese wo ye dwumadie kase bi anase ye mananafo a mo ba Manhyia nko a
so ohwe mu dia also ba bi esi no esante ne efie enti ya na security concerns no so e wo so sisi ya nkasa esi we die eye sante he na esi a na no me bi edwumadie bia na indo na se twase anase se fata se ye yen ba bi yeso a ahaya na ye de beba ye yemie mu se obi fra bonte a also betima baba behind na odi aye na se eche bibi sa baba am ye sure se e bedwene ho na ya he security concerns no ni nyina no azana bi e be grant a e be grant but so dey esi we die na nanom na sante nsi ye se ye di edwumadie bia se obi wa ye di asem kura na asem no ho aba ese bia we go video ahaya na baba behwe no do what said then and say call after year you say you go ni get us sometimes in Canada I ready ka hawa na ye be no enti indoor activity bia na fa Manhyia ene sante ene ho be haya na be ba be
pia nana mpacho so wo asema etwato a ubetumi aka che ya hwefo a hwe Shon City TV any other TV stations a ewo YouTube ne mainstream TV so nyina
kakra ye kan say nipa ya ade osa yi ade asante hena yi ade asombo ehun bi asante na mu wada se ono agasa de ni buto musika ba bi anke betwato se na nanom yi ya twetwe bi na so asante hena wa anya ne sa ana ade a wo yi so no wa anya ama ono ano ya ma asante man kumasema ne ga na man enti de kan se ma asante ya da asante hena ase na afi ya sa monitoring kwa efie bi onunu ye de ya bai do se oni na febo dan so ya se twedi ampon se onhwe no so no mo no ho ban na efidodo a ode ama no nko ntumumpo woni ni nkwa na men sansa sante ne bedi ade ofo abamua efie bi onunu ni ye nyere ni bade asante na ye omo obo mo ba ko suku omo obo mo mo su adwuma omo a ototo books amo classrooms osisi omo a de ka computers kum obi okwa wo so computers owu bi da sante hina da o mani nye ko kunkuase a oye sane manyina na ne ya konfa no channel tsapansam so ya sante hina de nasi forma anka amanasa ye ra sante mani we ga na mam So something you need to see could be a jar to Ghana man. Sansen to Quaco, Basa, Nina something no man. Even your mom paying for Krana, Yato Ababo. Say, Omu Pebble baby. That's something for an one to my the man paying for kind, the man paying on the money kind, Nana Kufuaka Sosa. Into Santeria, Pipabia, we knew Sabi, or the Muslim. It's a man na ye bomba so twedi amponse onhwe no so mayen no man ntra hoda ma ye man mo no yoso
Nana wa mi sham wa kasa ye. Nana mpacho bebo di a che ma hwefo ani matiefu nyina.
mudin de nana ya ekoko otumfo asen ne eneme
That's a papa. Nana ye ku akon so ma ye akonya we e ma ye no twa. Ebusuafo ene ye 15th of April 2024 na Nation City Sean City TV ebo modern ebe PM wo Manhyia Dwakesiem Manhyia Palace. Yes, ho enom na Nana Otumfo Osei Tutu ababio the second etie anaso odi ni juma na ye be PM wo ha no ade fefe bi a eye Otumfo Osei Tutu eye na de ebe PM wo ha sei ni nyina ne sei Otumfo ahwe hu sei se eba ne se oye dwatana bi ama ahemfo ne manfo a ya na di so okọ abonten outside Manhyia, but this time no decided say obesi ultra modern hall ama asanteman a tichu ewo ne mpeso aso ha say Manhyia Palace na ye ba no efe o hwe videos a etwagu eba betwagu wo kasafoni so a ubehu ni nyina start bra o decided say obesi hawk kama way ama ne mindful na si a osi no so ontwa bo ma nananom bia say obia tuatua bi man offense na emo decide say ono ade di bottom esika na be de ebesi sa ejapade anase sa facility way ama asanteman ene ewia Ghana man empo ewia seman nyina ntu hwemu a etumfo ho ya osi ye ahemfofo ne hu se anana wa hye animonyam bia yenso ye bepene se ye be hye animonyam e 25th anniversary so they decided say on betu edin no Otumfo Osei Tutu Jubilee Hall na ntu hwa hall kama we die nti a ne din ne eba ye eno no nti ene se ye ba Manhyia Palace ase ne ye ba ne mpanyufo a omoka bi ewom ene Otumfo Osei Tutu na nkasa eba bebo anan ene se nana anom ya ba ona ase ne ene wa ba betwa dwumadie kama yi dia na hu Sean City TV wa ase a na ni nyina no nti hwe dwumadie a ekoso ya eye facility we ede Otumfo Osei Tutu the second hall. Yes, the great hall. Yeah. Inti hall omodi atu Otumfo just because say ono na single-handedly we decided say obesi without say or ka say yen chama we show Otumfo a waya ade this last year ni besi this year no yeah Hill Confanochi project and no aso so adan say dwumadie we adi e won the 21st anniversary no inti die kumaseman any asanteman any obiara kan say na na utirinkwa na ma wo piao to me phone.
Hey, yes, I'm say 2021 and the young minister I fellow Honorable Abba when you said on the 14th of February President Kufado is born a the boss old one that was so on the for na baba friend Honorable Andrew Ejapa Mesa MP so I can go second day. The car MP no mama mo say man can me find the light bra if you say me ya attempt to 7% to parliament na bra ma bre eno so gra me ko enso menya so ma bre it say be who be o MP bia Mr. Tuno to MP by office no when him say parliament and say be confirmation in my to a minister designate representing the President of the Republic of Ghana, Anna Adudan Kwara. Now, to me, any young go up and down, or Manhyia industry for him. say creative industry. Mo faso onim ni amaye na nguso ye. Iti wahwa America e ma ya ba he 2 days be ene e share e ma kai anase communication e bai. On fanche e because we to kan watch. O se kan so share creative industry na sana mako. Eno na e ma ne ye o hye so se. Iti na ye ba ya honorable minister designate so be ni where the chair process say uno kwa ho ba bia onyo ono na na ono na edwuma eti ono mo ba be di ko na nyama pa ka egu a ka mo de twen minister ba ko wa nye roki fa no so no so ya ono ama chance no ono ya se honye ti question so suggestion so bibia memo bia mfa bibi nche ni trim se me ba na me de go afu se nti se ebe e ba be di ko be di e ho bia feel free down to earth person minim na sana when ba be adwuma as a course very down to earth person in ye feel free in di e ho eti e ba na se be eti madam se
apulechi na neno wetu tu won kente fefefe na muni awon na adofa wo hye mu ha na wina ha ojimahewa some do na mazbe na mark wa aka na kese na MC so watu ni mtru kakra and I'm there in Hypercare. Break a crowd abasin koni be 2 months and a few weeks. Precisely 14 February. Now, His Excellency the President from an office on the 13th. All to me there. Masum Naban in the capacity as Deputy Minister for 3 years and a little over that. Now, CCR Opede Osasa Zamon Kakra. It's Opedo moving from Energy Ministry now and Tourism, Art and Culture. Na maka obetim the art. No be na me the tourism, art and culture na ba na me ni ho. Eyim na ene maka tourism, art and culture. But of course, it's was the challenge was go to win India. You have to take it and work to make a difference wherever you find yourself. Let's see, McKenzie there's a few there had opened up in the few months to the end of his term. Majatu, the 14th Noya announcement. Now, Mukwekeshia, my senior colleague and elder brother, Honorable Lawal. I know you got but Mark is on me starting here with watcher. It's my friend, me is in Kumawood, Honorable Lawal Bear, so Mukwekeshia, me start easy, handing over one call. Parliament here provisions on century and run a be me a win now with you. Parliament numbers and most why would be an idea of politics and see yes so a ban and I Ghana for need with a certain political lens. Now so we've not been approved, but Mampina letter that mentioned a name for tourism ministry, arts and culture. Now, you manage ministry so that the Juma Amadana one kitchen until such time Parliament obey approval. See, I believe sometime in April, I started a engagement, Asia ministry, internal and management in Naiz in Kumawood. all the heads of agencies or ministry, missions, the crowd may be ministry or non zipitozi. Now, she share me here to me the mission players nakaza in the sector. And see, the last week, Thursday, Friday, I'm paying for a crowd being busy in Koma. What come on? Now, when you see there, it's a shame that to be in the man. I don't want to know and the Marby in Manhyia. I don't know. Was maybe the baby should say, as I'm a baby saying, see, quickly, we are 9 timetable. I'm okay. Motu, when your time now, Maba, Kumasi, Ashanti Regional Capital. Nama Bishia creatives and war and Sana. Next week, Jumezia Mokekezi and Mifi, Ghana, China, Makona, Maba, Muba, Nama Bosodo with other regions. And I'm there, Yeshem Breno. Your feedback a crap. I don't remember be within you and short notice. The master of venture on here out of any disrespect, but rather in fact out of the thought of meeting you earlier than I had initially planned. But it's normal abandon. The Dodona so responded to the call now. What will be she? We are brave. Other be able to dream now. Come on, Quran name be all the busy. Typically, my meetings are 11 o'clock now start. 15 minutes later, into the meeting. But we need one system where you are. It's going to be imposed. I mean, rules. And see, November 12. I'm so mentioned when you're here. Yes, I was meaning 2 minutes in Colombia. I'm what as me. What's that? I'm not bad. Look, until February 14th, let me be about tourism, arts and culture. We need to be about it. Juma Maya lawyer Juma before 2016, Moko contest election, Moko Parliament. We represent the good people of Second D. First term of Nana Donako Akufo-Addo Naban, Neminyabano. 2020, I'm here winning second term. Now, also, my brother Penyin, Dr. Matthew Hugo Prempe, MP for Manhyia South, or Ministry of Energy. It's a law practice to energy. It's my here for the past 3.5 years. Nani upstream oil and gas, where we do than downstream, you better than ma petrol, you go online, gas, some, electricity, how we find resources to generate power, transmit and distribute. Now, I've been plunged into this space. But I want for the past few months that I've been there. My sector earlier than now. It's an extremely interesting and exciting space. Huge potential for transforming young money in the economy. In fact, I'm a president appointed the member of tourism ministry. Not Dr. Prempe Nyanjo. I've worked very closely with him over the past 3.5 years at the energy ministry. And near Manka, I'm paying the commandments now on the soul. But then again, I can't say that And also the way elevating from deputy minister to minister. And he knows that with my background and experience, I will do well at the tourism ministry. No make a confession. There's a Omampeno Bisan. There, on choose ministerial pay. Time he would have chosen tourism ministry or Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology. So it tells you something. How important this sector is. Except that, unfortunately, Aban over the years now haven't paid too much attention to the sector. Even if they paid attention, our focus now has been more on tourism rather than creative arts and culture. That position, I think, has to change. Because yes, tourism, but it's the arts, it's the culture that really would get people to want to come to Ghana to come and spend money here. It's really the creative arts and the culture that provides jobs to our youth and our people. And obviously, say you know from our school now, then they pay taxes and all that helps in contributing to the economic growth of our country. And see, I believe I'm in a good place. But His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has there at this point, at this hour, was selecting the what we can do to improve the sector for the benefit of all of us in our country. Like I said, I can only depend on you who know the sector, who know the industry to help me so that I can help you. It's in the Bamabeno or introductory meeting. Of course, Matt's concerns was under Manhyia, principally all the key stakeholders. Manhyia Musica, Manhyia Gatoff, Manhyia Hoteliers Association, Manhyia Free Park, right? Five Park. I met all the key stakeholders and some of the issues have been brought to my attention. Commitments happened here in 2016, in 2020. But yet to be here, my work my disappointment in quote to some people. And obviously success is not a tanker. But because they be able to come some the managing children on your event. The Eshasa preoccupy newi or a process start no matter how long and how hard you work at it, you still cannot meet every expectation. But at least what's to some extent. But as a teacher, I care there. Minister for Education on the classroom. Dr. Matthew Pepe. On Doctor Noye. So I believe that the management of the education sector during his era was pretty much excellent. And the one home was a provider. And so what I can say to you today, ministerial appointment or a management function. I believe that my experience in running a law firm, managing a firm for years, my role at the Energy Ministry, the experience that I gathered in Parliament committees ministry, albeit my clear acknowledgement that I'm not a player in the sector, have never been until February 14th. And what's my name? Those who have been there since I came, this short period, we can't do, but I believe that people have begun to see some changes that is coming to the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. There's some element of freshness. Don't want to be a guy. We'll do our best. So don't worry about my background. And the most important thing is how I'm able to adapt quickly, to appreciate the issues, and then find solutions to solve. It's difficult, especially with the time that I came in. We have the budget already done, approved by Parliament, and so there's very little flexibility in terms of new ideas that you can bring to the fore. But I believe that with the support systems that I have in the ministry, the agencies, we're going to do our best to make sure that we are able to justify the confidence that His Excellency the President has in us, hence appointing us to this office. Kumawood, very interesting. That's the nerve center of filmmaking in Ghana, if you ask me. It's unfortunate that. So we live in a country where we have budget as a country. It's in some of our camp. Makes you wonder whether they appreciate where we are as a country. Yen total taxes as of 2017 and 2018, 2019, before the banking crisis and energy crisis came up, are exceeding 100%. And 99.7% of our total taxes are used to pay only 3 budget line items: wages and salaries of public sector workers, interest rate on the loans that we've collected, and statutory payments, NHIS, Get Fund, and all that. In fact, in the heat of the financial crisis that we found ourselves, post-COVID, where the president took a decision there, look, we follow economic indicators, it will be to the detriment of the livelihood of my people. And see, rather, let me hold on to economic indicators. Let me protect lives and livelihoods of Ghanaians, because economy they want to fix it at any time. It's focus more on protecting lives and livelihoods. At which point we exceeded even 100% of our taxes in paying for these 3 items. Is not tax revenue and debt. So you can imagine asking government to put in money that it hasn't got in promoting film. It will be difficult. As Bazaar, I'm told I wasn't there, and my deputy thankfully has been there longer. He tells me that yes, the presentation that you made was considered, except that a bit developed app will be a market such as the Netflixes of this world. Okay, it costs a lot of money. You just didn't have the content to make it viable. That's why government will need support in that marketing enterprise. But of course, I meant the existing copyright law to make sure that technology is captured, because in the past, in the CDs, not the cassettes, now one copyright taxes are wanted to report to apply. But in 2019, I'm going to amend the law to make sure that every recording device that is coming into Ghana, that because of technology is changing the nature of recordings. It's all captured. That then is giving Gambro a lot more flows than it used to have before. And I know one leadership in the home office, one country, but they forgot that I read, so I pointed it out to them.
and they laughed. That when they are telling them our issues, a crap in terms of license, and some of them is going to and if we are able to resolve that matter and enable them to receive those posts, that will help. So I'm saying that's a starting point that we can have a discussion to see to what extent that and when I guess our sector can make a contribution and then ask government to support you to enable you. You see, I'm prepared to engage with you to have that conversation to see how we can move that process forward. Gambo, Kechi, I think that's the last, or the Apothecary is the last. Non-payment, in general, members in the walk around, that will be used. But I believe that there's a lot that can be done. In fact, Gambo Fube, we spoke about, for example, one pending issue with the Hoteliers Association. I asked them that one of Mondays, let me negotiate an out-of-court settlement. They have done that. They've sent me a letter authorizing me to proceed to engage with, I think, 2 groups of people. They sued Damro and us. The Damro suit, the Hoteliers Association, to try and resolve it. And we'll find ways around it. I believe that with the amendment of the law now, we making reference to a short while ago. If say the age is cast a licensing regime, which really is born out of the fact that we executives are well recognized because of the infighting. Let's work to try and resolve that so that we can get Attorney General to give the licenses that are required for you to enable you access this funding from the proceeds of your intellectual property. But I disagree. The people should be able to use your creation without paying for it. That fundamentally it shouldn't be something that has to be entertained. We'll be able to work on it to see how we resolve it. Apatakese, I'm not ready to do yet, but somebody has it. I'll follow up and see what it is that we can do with the constraints that we find ourselves in. But to add, there 2 cabinets ago, Aban has recognized there were investments as a country in several unfinished projects. And we can't leave them to remain like that forever. Because they cost a lot of money to get to the stages that they've got into. The Ministerial of Finance brought a paper for Cabinet approval to enable us to document all of them and put them in the database and evolve a plan over a 5 to 10 year period to raise funding to complete all the projects that government has started that has gotten to a certain stage again. So we need Apatakese in the state, but definitely it will be captured under that database and with time. I mentioned one project I will always be confessing. Ministerial Chief Director of the for Big one hour to the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Secondly, Center for National Culture when they do this. Because yeah, the people will never forgive me. That MP, tourism, also one here. It's a to make a journal, a work for the 1 year. One can only decision. No project or I will not have any excuse. What's the one of the other end? And we have a day. Oh, what does a one?
Industry need an akumaso. So I will be person a bit too poor because industry has to create employment.
Yeah.
So that's a create employment. I didn't think necessarily often any of the ensure. And so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the NDC abamba there. A coin be as no. And name of
All right. And Pacho again.
wo religion there I bibi kakran ko for p because the last time we so oje nyankopon di but onje say Muslim song Christian song but odi ojidi say na nyankopon wo no our traditionalist but you pese you say e dey na wojidi
meji nyankopon dis one obo so no yasase ototo bozo obo so no yasase what I say
traditionalist na say
me eni na bi dem kan what I say se meji nyankopon di ene nyame na ye supreme what I say one is supreme one the boss one as I say obo bibia tumi nyina wo say eye ono yakopon dia me me mo tumi dem me kan what I say aha me mo tumi e na makoko condemn obi esun aha so na me say ntino me practice tradition me practice bibia oh na me say because yakopon bo me say ni suba so na so dia yakopon su bi yo ye de ewu e na o say tumi nyina so ye ne dia mino ho akokaka che obi se de obi eye no enye say we die free nyame we free nyame no say me free obi na me na ma kire say we free me na say free me what I say bibia ewie o twedi apo nyankopon
but sisi akoma fa
dabi akoma fa me say
so mo sisi akoma
oh dabi
akoma you movie ni mu na enkofo feel say usumi acting real ni
yeah and o do mani abu say bia akoma fa me so ebe esu minimum come on ma
but sisi ano I be say government we buy no e dey tax at to bet so nkofo mu twa bet na o kati unye hu bi papa nse yeso ye pese enebe youth no ejai bet twa nti no mo dey tax at so no tax no mo dey at to bet no uji tum say ebeboa Ghana mengu youth ni ebeboa wo mo am mejai
mineba adwuma no wan 777 producer say youth no wo adwuma ya osoro be ko adwuma wona mtira say nti onya time kwa na wakogina bet no say wo twa do wonti me nyi free ho bet ni mum no eso bet so that say adwuma ni ho eti bet no na youth no aja kakra o muso di ensa komo ye dey o ma no na ba bia wo kreti adwuma bia fa ma youth no na wo so say bet na o mu no twa kakra no wo so the tax beto so na mtira say ajeje eho no taxa eho de meme ne nya adwene I'm not against say yeje tax no but hwede waye ama youth no na wo je ho taxa waye de wotimi age na de wo nkreti adwuma bia ema obi na wo so beje ho taxa what is the sense in it yes etino so mka so meje taxa me de me no mo nya adwene
it's way mama who say the 24-hour economy now
he says solicitor John Tomani mama
how like ubetumi achi mu kakra am obi because enkofo obi ani how is fair church and insem does it mean say eba movie mu betwa ne san from an part to enyure anasede
oh 24-hour economy ni there eba ma maburu anya hoto what I say eba ma maburu anya nidaso eba ma maburu anya adwuma aye what I say because ubewie school be university be tertiary be nyina omo nyina every year bia so nipa wie omo hefa na omo ko so what I say it is 24-hour economy no say ha office ha ye fa nipa miensa so na me tell say ye be fa nipa nsia anase nipa nkomo omo run shifter de bia na obi wo bibi ye so what I say e didn't na sebi producer e tukwan e kwa amono ne amano ye ko no sebi producer nipa ekogum bebrebe de bia so obi nya adwuma ye because obi beko bia 2 hours obi beko 3 hours 5 hours 8 hours 12 hours ona me tell say awa bia na onipa ye de eba te de bia no obi anya bibi ye de eye ma ne satum ye de ekona no the youth no akoye burden akoye liability to the country no e de ni da so be ma omo nya adwuma ye se de be ya krono ne niam ekoso nyina no eso be ye de ebeti. And the 24-hour economy is the best for Ghanaians.
In Timpacho, we look for it says yes on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama every year when your position be free now by one.
And your position I me who taught the Ama Ghana for. Said the Bay Ghana Mebunu Mnantene Babawa 777 producer Ubia Subenya Bibia day. Aye, Ama assumed pressure na wo system no a son. Pressure is son. What I say? It is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ba. No the 24-hour economy no implementation in take place a beba pressure na dey abada. Nya me post o me nya e na me dwere ho.
Okasa no wa me hu was so influential when the two political parties omumu drew senate what joining MPP sense and a wow and now and then now when you fear be well who say NDC and what one thing that a year difference between omumu I did dance from Utumika say, oh, say radio NBC year dear a year different but we MPP for year dear. And also see a difference. Then I'll be to me a cafa, Simon Kumi.
I say, oh, clear. He says, John Doman Mamma tea abanyo aneso no. Ye hunyuma wo ye. What I say? You near ma wo ye. Hospitals osisi ye, markets osisi ye. Akwan wo ye. Sikada ba manfo botom wo ton de ayeto. Ara ho se me say kokogura de anke si ho a 1 hour acha 2 hours and papa esesa to ebo 12 1 na kokoro aten no oda na ento enya rewo ne ska se na de to kuku sika kwa manfo nya. What I say? That time no he says John Dorman mama teso no na bibia koso obi ye na dwuma sika bo obi abotom ene yemu se ho se no kremu busan ho se sanity ana ente sa ene kuduma ento ade sika ne bi wan aho kire wo ho obi esu so what I say eti ama system no ma choked pressure was system no mo eno no the difference
Right. Sisi ano so no now MPP focus on be break 18 you say about me a oba no no o maybe president da enti sisi ano mo so person no so be di president and I honor his excellency John Dramani Mahama de wa be di bi no woko enti sisi a mo me no compare mo a eyeyi ana say nyi
who to me from his excellency vice president Baumia and compare his excellency John Dramani Mahama then make what you say his excellency John Dramani Mahama was the president or the vice or the president yinim na djuma awaye Baumia dey say on the 7 period so man no esi suma so entro nko a so na me chese obia hu asem no enye no kre so ba be kasa ye no kre obe tu futuro go ni sisi ya na saa nipa say ye dey o manage ni saa enye ye so what I say because wo di bibi be she obi saa e say onye nipa ko ni mu gidie obenya wo mu na wo di ade be she ni saa say o ye dey o handle ma na ye ni mu gidie be dey otimi abedi president ba na break ni dey men kakra ma wo mutimi break 8 hwe e be no mutimi break 8 Ghana fo kumi amofo nyuma egu amofo timi tua e wo keseka bosome be so a na CEO a wo de company ano na ayabhihia ye de aba sika wai but this is utwa wo keseneka so what I say ya lay wo kesen bebre off because of sika ni ho aho kire wo ho na he says John Dramani Mahama teso sana na etia na dabi so what I say na yesa who say you be break 8 NC mom try
say empanyfo ni bi so ka say nya dia mo be we ni ne awini china what if say his excellency John Dramani wanweni what if manu da sunna so what if say wanweni
oba we men kakra obomusuo what I say obomusuo because say obo we ye within then we china ada 2 million omo dia na e omu fi akonwa dabi enye omu fi akonwa 8 years na so omu nko
nti don na wodo NDC ana say John Mahama na wodo
me do NDC John Dramani Mahama me do NDC John Dramani Mahama
it seems that now no more to say the say most all the ODK who light in 2016 and my phobia or imagine so mono benya banta kakra am say ne omu nyina agitwi abedi sa same party nechi what na e dey na mbetumi aka ache his excellency John Dramani say oba onyema the Ashanti region like because momodu do na hana mo sinitwa for e kan bebre na hana mo especially with the local movies no I friend Kumawood I say Panama e dey ade ba ko na obetumi aka che his excellency say ade we the oba dey adaya kuma so ache because it say Karachi Park I think say my person na you see Rachi Park serve a very good Yama Ashanti region nti say na work and e bia more track records a motumi aye bia ma Ashanti region nti e dey ade ba ko na ba mo betumi aka say mprepre oh his excellency aba yeah you farm who say more time say but ye press ade we am Ashanti region
oh say ye ni ma Santeman senior Santeman city na the here kese ni say industry no ebetimi etumpon na konkan na sebe producer employment industry no e cost so employ amanfo no obia so industry no obia betimi etwaseni amana konkan na nipa de bia nipa be cost so a won so sebe kakra won so benya won so na so me de ebeju no so what I say because sitting no one go try wins can to butum enti de say obeye industry ni ye amayen nya Kumasi nko a Ghana industry ni ye e de amayen na Ashanti region wa shase dada ko hwe market obesi ye na hwe airport a osisi ho a yanom ababeto aso so what I say hwe airport inya bi before hwe na vision na leaders agaze na ni suodi hunu a ekutan efe keke so sane ma no ma meto aso na afari hospital sewe hospital osisi ya no mantimi amia no up to date so na mche na se ama konfonacha ye choked nyina no omo mebie na bibia ye de enkoso eno na hia nya nyenko asebia obey bibi particular dia mai.
All right. And see honorable na ye better what say, but first of all no we say me all can we see film industry ni mo ache when your awards that both locally like Ghana awards any international awards you know when you be paying
I say manya be pay international de menya award bia but look at
Let's